If your nights are loud and your days are foggy, stop these three mistakes so you can finally feel in control again. Most men think the pain of divorce fades with time. It doesn't. It fades with structure. And until you build that structure, your mind will keep replaying the same loops. 2 a.m. scrolls, over analysis, bursts of anger that come out of nowhere. Let's break that pattern starting tonight. Mistake number one, replaying the pain for relief. You lie in bed, screen glow on your face, thumb moving without thought. You tell yourself you're just checking, but your body knows exactly what you're doing. You're chasing a hit of familiarity, that quick sting of seeing her picture or her name keeps the connection alive. And your brain mistakes pain for progress. Here's the fix. Move every app that tempts you off your home screen. Tonight, replace that slot with a notes app or a quote that says, I don't scroll pain. Then do a 10-minute paper dump. Write every thought that's trying to escape through your thumbs. After that, plug your phone in across the room, not next to bed. Your nervous system needs a physical boundary before it can build an emotional one. By the third night, you'll feel something weird. Silence. That's healing, not absence. Mistake number two, trying to win the breakup. Men are wired for competition. When the relationship ends, that instinct looks for a new scoreboard. Who looks happier? Who moved on faster? Who is doing better? It feels like power, but it keeps you tethered. Here's the shift. Trade winning for direction. When you catch yourself comparing, stop and ask, what would make me proud 6 months from now? It might be better health, paying off debt, spending more time with your kids, or just waking up calm. Comparison is external validation. Pride is internal traction. Write that 6-month target on paper. Tape it to your fridge. Every time you want to check on her, check on that instead. By focusing forward, you stop reacting to her life and start creating yours. Mistake number three. Mistake number three. Avoiding help and calling it strength. You tell yourself, I've got it. I just need time. But isolation isn't strength. It's a slow leak. Divorce drains the same chemicals that fuel motivation. Without community or accountability, you'll mistake exhaustion for independence. Here's the fix. Build a team. One friend who listens without advice. One coach or program that gives you a framework. One small group that sees you show up. You don't need to bleed your story out to strangers. You just need structure. Open the free Jumpstart app tonight. You'll find a week by week map that rebuilds routines and mindset privately at your own pace. Doing it alone isn't noble, it's just slower. Bring it all together. When you stop feeding the late night loop, stop playing the comparison game, and stop isolating, something subtle happens. The noise drops. You start to notice real quiet, the kind that doesn't feel empty anymore. You'll feel it in your shoulders first, then your jaw, then your sleep. That's control returning. Remember, coping isn't about numbing out or pretending you're fine. It's about replacing chaos with rhythm, rituals that prove every day that you lead your own life again. So tonight, take one action. Put the phone away. Breathe through that first wave of discomfort and write one line. I'm training calm. Tomorrow morning, keep the momentum with step 2. Focus forward. And before the week ends, connect with one real person. 3 mistakes, 3 corrections, 1 new direction. If you're ready for a complete system that locks these habits into your week, grab the free post-divorce Jumpstart app. You'll find all the tools and daily prompts waiting for you at drquit.link/app. You're not coping anymore. You're commanding.